We're here for the tea today on Ere Perez Cosmetics. I'm here today to spill some tea. I have a glorious table in front of me covered in Ere Perez makeup, and I'm going to do a full face of Ere Perez and give you a full in-depth review on how I feel about every single product I put on my face. This includes their skincare range as well as their makeup. So everything on my face right now is Ere Perez, and I'm so excited to share it with you. They are an Australian brand. Everything they make is completely clean. You can find them at Follain, Credo, I'm sure a few other places. I will list all the places that you can find Ere Perez below. I'm so happy to be doing this video today because it's a brand I believe in, and it's also a brand that is incredibly affordable. Considering all the luxury clean beauty brands that are out today, I'd say Ere Perez is a step down in terms of price, but they keep the consistency there. If there are other brands you'd like me to do a full face of, please leave a comment below and let me know. You can just see by my face right now, we're in for a very gorgeous, moisturized, fresh, dewy face. So I'm just like obsessed with this cheek right here. Are you seeing this cheek? So without further ado, let's get right on into this full face of Ere Perez. I hope you enjoy watching, and stay tuned for the end where I will give you an in-depth sort of synopsis of how I feel about every single product I put on my face. To get started, I'm going to spray my face with the Ere Perez Herbal Face Tonic. I'm a really big fan of this face tonic because it leaves this beautiful sheen on the face, if you can see right there, and that stays. It doesn't go away. It also feels incredibly refreshing, with some of the key ingredients being aloe vera, green tea, hyaluronic acid, and rosemary, which are all very calming for the skin and anti-inflammatory. I just love drenching my entire face in this stuff. It's a new favorite of mine, and I'm so happy that I've gotten to try it out. Then I'm going to use the Quandong Green Booster Serum. I've been testing this out for a few months now. It has chlorophyll, hyaluronic acid, jojoba, lactic acid, spinach leaf, raspberry, resveratrol, and vitamin E. So it's this really lovely serum, and it feels very nice on the skin. It like almost immediately absorbs into the skin. I've been using it when I want my skin to just have that extra boost of hydration. My favorite skincare product by Ere Perez is actually the Face Nectar, and it smells lovely, it smells luxurious, it feels luxurious on the skin, it gives you so much hydration, and I just loved it as an everyday face oil. So anyways, after the Quandong Green Booster Serum, I'm going to use their SOS Papaya Marmalade. It's obviously beautiful. First of all, let's just acknowledge how beautiful it looks. And it has a very interesting texture. Like, it's not as soft as you would think. Like, going into it, I actually use my nail to pull it out. Once I have it out, I put it on in my palm, and then I just rub my palms together and I pat it onto the face. It doesn't have a smell, and the key ingredients for this are chia, coconut, and hemp. I really like that they put like the main key ingredients on their packaging. I think it's like really cute, and it sort of helps you understand like what you're getting with each product. And I'm looking so glowy and awesome right now. I'm so excited about that. And while I wait for it to sink in, I'm gonna go in with their Cranberry Lip Eye Butter. And I'm just gonna take a nice little dollop of that. I'm gonna apply it under the eye and over the eye. Always put your eye cream on top of your eyelid, because why would we not moisturize the most sensitive and delicate part of our face? That's the part of our face that needs it the most. And I'll tell you right now, it's a very light cream. I'm very used to my eye creams being very heavy and thick, and this is interesting because it's very light, but it still feels very nourishing and moisturizing. So now I'm just gonna put on my lips, and this is what I thought was interesting. I was like, a cream for my lips? That's kind of weird, but it's nice. Like, it's very moisturizing. And when I used to work at Chanel, they actually have a product that's designed for the lines around your lips, and you also could use it for your crow's feet and right in between your eyebrows. So it makes sense if there's a moisturizing cream product that would be designed for the lips. I think it's smart to put eye cream around the lips. I really support that notion. So right now I'm looking dewy, I'm looking fresh, my skin feels really good, it feels very moisturized, and yet I have another product to put on my face, and this is the Moringa All Beauty Cream. Yeah, it smells very fresh. It's not a thick cream at all. It really is like a day cream, and I'm just going to pat it on my face I have so many good layers on my face right now. I'm feeling moisturized. I kind of feel like I just got a facial actually. And now we're ready to start applying makeup. So let's get into the makeup. Oat Milk Foundation, which I've talked about in my full coverage makeup tutorial, I believe. I will link that above. So I'm gonna go in with the color Chai. And this is a very thick formula. And I'm just gonna rub it between my hands and I'm just going to apply this. Actually, they sent a brush, so let me just put it on with my fingers and then I will rub it in with the brush and we'll see how that all works out. What's glorious about this foundation is how moisturizing it is and how calming for the face it is, hence the oat milk. So I'm gonna go in with their multi-purpose brush. It's basically a flat top kabuki brush. It's not as densely packed as most foundation brushes, but let's just use this and see how it goes. So I just blended it in one side with the brush. I've always found that this foundation blends in so well with fingers because it's basically like a skincare cream. That's how it feels to me. Yeah, this is not my favorite way of applying this foundation. Using hands feels so much more comfortable. Chai is definitely my self-tanner color. It's not my natural color. It looks so beautiful on the skin. If you have dry skin, I think that this foundation is going to be your new best friend. Now that I've blended it in with my hands, I'm just gonna go over it with a beauty blender just to make sure things are looking even, things are really blended into the skin. I do think this is like kind of an extra step. You don't really need this on a day-to-day basis, but I just love the feeling of a beauty blender and I love sort of the insurance it gives. I mean, look how gorgeous my skin looks. Oh, wow. It looks really flawless. And what's actually interesting is my pores have really been canceled out. Now that we have the base there, I'm going to grab the concealer, which I left in the other room. Okay, so here's the one problem I made. I asked for Latte, the concealer, and I think it's a little light for me right now in the summer, and especially since I'm going for like super tan looks. I'll just show you right now. It's just a bit bright. It's obviously a cream in a pot, but it's very sturdy and it's very firm. Only the amount you need comes out on your finger, and you can see it's pretty full coverage, honestly. It looks good on camera, but I don't think that this is the best representation of what this concealer can do. I tried it. I'm gonna go grab a different concealer and I will be right back. I already did one layer of concealer under my eyes and I just wanted to show you how much better it looks with the concealer being closer to my skin tone or my foundation color. As I was doing my under eye concealer, I realized there's a really good trick that I should tell you guys about, which is when you go lighter with your concealer color, that's not going to cancel out the blueness in your eye. So if you're really concerned about your blue under eye circles, you're gonna wanna go warmer, and it's gonna seem wrong, it's gonna seem weird, but you're actually gonna wanna go for a more peachy, warmer tone than just going a few shades lighter. Because the shades lighter, if anything, it might even make you look worse, like it kind of was with me, because it's just highlighting the blueness versus warming up the under eyes and eliminating that blueness. So that's what color correcting is all about. And that's why when I go for my under eyes, I always go for a peachy undertone. And then if I want, I could always go over it with foundation or over it with a different color concealer. But in general, I feel like the balance ends up happening and it all kind of works out when I use just a peachy under eye concealer. And you can see right now as it's drying, it looks so much better than it did before. So now that I'm feeling snatched, I'm actually gonna go in with this cream blush. This is one of my new favorite products. If you have oily skin, you may not like it, but if you have normal to dry skin and you want glowy skin, first of all, the pigment's insane. You really only need like one finger dunked in, and then you go in with a clean finger and sort of blend it out. You can even take your beauty blender, go around the edges of it, and it just gives the most beautiful, natural looking flush to the skin, which is honestly my favorite kind of blush. And you can see that glow it added to my cheek. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And this is the color Harmony. You can see how beautiful that is. So now that all my creams are on my face, I'm going to go ahead with powder. They have a few powders. They have a corn translucent powder, which I'm really anxious to try. And they have this Calendula Powder Foundation, and this is in the color Light. I'm gonna use it under my eyes. What I've learned about this powder is that you want to use a brush with it. Pounce that puppy on. I get to play with some new things. So this is their Almond Brow Pencil. The way that I'm gonna apply this is I'm gonna draw in my eyebrow backwards, and I'm just gonna lightly fill it in because I feel like I have very full brows as it is. And at the end of the brow, I'm gonna brush down. Wait, I mean, Houston, we have a brow, so no complaints there. Let's fill in this one. My brows are looking really nice right now, and that went on really easily. And then when you're finishing up your brow, you want to brush up. Don't brush on your eyebrow, only brush on the top of it and bring that down to the side. If you don't want to go full on editorial, just go on the very top of it and just pull it to the side. I can't say how many times I see people with their eyebrows facing downwards, and I just want to help them. I just want to grab their eyebrows and push them up because it makes such a big difference with how your face looks. So now that we have all that on, I'm going to go in with this right here. This is the Chamomile palette in Pretty, and I'm going literally back and forth and up and down to get as much of the pigment on my brush as I possibly can. And it looks like I got some. So let's see how this works. This is not doing it for me right now, and I'm kind of upset about it. I'm like attacking this thing to try to get pigment out of it, which you should not have to do. There's something about the consistency of this formula that's just like not the best. Now I'm trying to go on with my finger. So why don't I try taking one of these brown shades and blending out? Does not look right. So it's giving me a really hard time. I'm not quitting though, because I really like this purple in this palette. So I'm gonna grab the purple with a brush, and you can see it definitely picked up on the brush. Now I'm gonna try to apply it to my eye. It's not layering very well. I'm gonna try to blend out that purple. I wanted this to work. I'm not a hater, you know what I mean? Now I'm gonna take the lightest color with my finger, and I'm just gonna plop it on the inner tear duct. It's not as shimmery as I usually like to go. Oh boy. But we have a look on the face, and so I'm just gonna keep it there. I'm gonna go in with lashes. I'm gonna curl them very quickly. It's a very important step, folks. Please always curl your lashes. Now I'm gonna go in with their Natural Almond Mascara, and this was the product that the company first launched. This was their very first product. Let's do it. For lips, I have the lip liner in the color Shy. So I'm just going to line my lips. I'm not really much of a lip liner type person, but it looks really pretty. And then Ere Perez sent me 2 of their olive oil lipsticks, and I've tested both of them. Runway is extremely nude on me. Runway is not my all-time favorite, but I've been wearing high tea a lot, so let's just go on top of everything. Okay, so I'm gonna take down my hair. Hair is down, and now I'm ready to give you my full thoughts on my full face of Ere Perez. This is the finished look. So you can see my face looks incredibly dewy, incredibly healthy, incredibly fresh. The monitor's picking up all the pros of this makeup, I would say. But then we zoom in. Still actually looks pretty good. We're gonna take it one thing at a time. So for starters, like I already said, the Herbal Face Tonic, this is a ride or die product for me right now. I'm a huge fan of it. I highly recommend it, especially since it's summer and you just want your face to look beautiful at all times. Like carrying this with you and just spraying it throughout the day, it's just gonna keep your face feeling really good, feeling really refreshed. It's also gonna calm down your skin if you've had a little bit too much sun because of that aloe vera in there and that green tea. That's gonna help be anti-inflammatory to the skin. So definitely check this out if you're on the market for a new facial mist. The Quandong Serum Booster, this is a really beautiful product. I don't find it absolutely necessary, and it's not something that I grab every single day. It's sort of like this cute thing that's on my vanity that if I feel like I want a little extra moisturization, I'll grab this. So I really like it, and if you're on the market for a serum that's very hydrating, I would recommend it. Then we have the SOS Papaya Marmalade. This is actually the favorite product of my contact at Ere Perez. She said this is her absolute favorite, so she was happy that I got to try it. If you're looking for something that's a lighter oil, it's like a solid oil, I think you would really like it. It hasn't broken me out or anything, so if you're on the market for an oil, this is a really cute buy, and I do recommend it. I can't stop looking at my skin. I feel like my skin looks absolutely incredible right now. I also had to mention the Australian Blue Cypress Face Nectar. This is my absolute favorite skincare product, tied with the face tonic from Ere Perez. It just smells so nice. It calms my skin. It gives it the hydration it needs. It is a face oil. This is a completely empty bottle right now. The main ingredients are camellia. Camellia is an amazing anti-aging ingredient. There's also cedarwood, atlas, frankincense, grapeseed, jasmine, jojoba, rice, and vitamin E. So those are the call-out ingredients. It smells so good. I just absolutely love this product, and I had to call it out even though I'm completely out of it, and I wish I could have used it for this video, but alas. We move on. We move on to the Cranberry Lip Eye Butter. I really, really like this product. It's very moisturizing on the lips, and it's very nice and moisturizing for the eyes as well. It doesn't smell like anything in particular. If you're maybe younger and you want just something light for your under eyes, or if you have oily skin and you just want to be able to use eye cream throughout the day without it feeling overbearing, I think this is a product you would really enjoy. And it's kind of like my day eye cream alongside the Tata Harper Illuminating Eye Cream. Blowing through the eye creams right now. So this is definitely something that I really do enjoy. Now moving on to the Ere Perez Moringa All Beauty Cream. It's exactly sort of what you'd think it is. It's a light cream. I feel like you could use it morning or night. It applies beautifully. It gives a gorgeous finish to the skin, and it's great under makeup, as well as on its own as a skincare product. If you're looking for just a light cream that's completely clean and affordable, this is one that you definitely should check out. Getting into the makeup, we're going to start with the Oat Milk Foundation. This is something I've talked about in the past. It's something I really highly recommend. Here's the thing about this product. It's beautiful, it's creamy, it has a great medium buildable coverage, almost full. I mean, you can see my face looks fairly flawless right now. I recently recommended this product to a friend of mine. Shout out Saran, hi Saran. And this has been working phenomenally for her. She has dry skin that's very sensitive, and she also has a lot of allergies, and this has been a godsend for her, and it's been so cool to see her rocking her foundation. And then as we start to get into fall and winter months, this is going to be incredibly moisturizing and calming for the skin. This is like an all year round amazing foundation. I think it's something I will always have on hand in my drawer. Arnica Concealer in the color Latte. Not my color, but as you can see, it does have a lot of opacity to it, and I'd be very curious to try it out in my color. I might have to purchase it and get it in the color Chai, because clearly Latte is not right for me. The consistency of it is really nice. It's opaque but still moisturizing, which I think is kind of the theme. I would give this a shot, especially if you're looking for something opaque, easy to use in the pot. Moving on into the Ere Perez Carrot Color Pot in the color Harmony. Gosh, this is so pretty. I'm in love with this. You know me and cream blushes. I'm just a huge fan of cream blushes, and I can't get enough of them. This has become a quick, fast favorite. I think it's going to be even more nice in the fall and winter when I'm even more dry. This is gonna just make my cheeks look so glowy and so fresh and so pretty, and it does pack a punch with the color. So I'm obsessed with these, and I think I'm gonna have to get another color. You can't go wrong with these. I'm obsessed and I love it. I'm so happy I got to experience this product because it has become a fast favorite. Moving into the powder. Now this is something that I've tested before. It's not my favorite for it under the eyes. It does claim to be a powder foundation, so it's not claiming to be like a translucent under the eye setting powder. I personally like it when the powders I put under my eyes do have coverage, because then it's just covering more, helping my under eyes to look even more flawless. So I like a little bit of a tint in my under eye powder. When it comes to powdering the face with this, I do like it a lot because it does have that tint. It is a very fine powder, and I think it works really well. I just do not recommend it for under the eyes. So if you're someone that is a little bit more oily, I think this could be a serious favorite for you, especially in the clean beauty realm. The brow pencil. Not gonna lie, this little top with this weird little thing, it kind of looks a little cheap to me, not gonna lie. This does these little bristle things. It's not ideal. I'd so much rather go in with a spoolie. I highly recommend buying a spoolie of your own and always having one on hand, because that's what I do. And it works for so many different things, and I love this thing. In terms of the pencil itself, I think it worked really well. It seems to me, from what I can gather online, that there's only one color of this, which isn't good. It's a pretty color that verges on a little too warm. It's not like I'm dying over this product, but it certainly worked and it certainly looks really pretty. So I'll leave it right there. Getting into the mascara. I just did a very in-depth mascara video, and I'll tell you right now, this brush is a natural bristle brush. It's very interesting because the way that the bristles are on there, it's almost like in a spiral staircase type of. It's a little bit messy. It could be because it's brand new. My eyelashes look really good right now. I have got to try their waterproof formula, but my eyelashes look stunning right now. I would say the one thing about it I don't like is how big the wand is. I'm someone that likes a tiny wand that's very easy to work with, that I can really work into my lashes. With this big wand, I definitely had to be very cautious about how much I worked it into my lashes. It's hard to review mascara after only, I think that was the second time I've used it. Now moving on to something I don't want to really talk about, but it's the eyeshadow palette. I don't like this. I don't recommend it. I think that there is a lot more work to be done with this palette. I can't speak for the other shades. I know that they have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. This is in the shade Pretty. It's unfortunate because I liked the colors, but they just don't feel like regular eyeshadows, and they didn't apply like regular eyeshadows. I found that they were very powdery or very difficult to apply or pick up with the brush. The pigmentation was also not reliable and not consistent. So I don't think that this is worth your time or your money, unfortunately. And I really don't like saying anything bad about any clean beauty brands, especially Ere Perez, because I have such a love for Ere Perez. I just would not recommend this product, unfortunately. I have seen the other shades that they offer and they do look so pretty, so I'll leave it there. Moving on to lips, I think the lip liner applied super great. It's incredibly pigmented, it has a great amount of waxiness, and it really does stay. It reminds me of the MAC lip liners, which I feel like are the standard for lip liners. When you think of a lip liner, you think of a MAC lip liner, and that's just like how it is. This is coming for MAC. This is definitely, if you're trying to get off the toxic train and you're like, gosh, I need a lip liner, definitely check out the colors they have, because this is a gorgeous color. This is the color Shy. I will say I'm not really a lip liner person, but I will be throwing this in my kit. I'll sanitize it because I think it's a gorgeous lip liner that I highly, highly recommend if you are looking for a non-toxic lip liner. Last but not least, we are moving on to the lipsticks. These are the olive oil lipsticks. I have these in the shades High Tea and Runway. The formula is so moisturizing, feels so nice to apply. It feels very luxurious. The packaging itself is luxurious and pretty. I recommend that lipstick, and definitely try it out for yourself. See how you feel about it. I almost forgot to include one of my favorite products by Ere Perez, which is the Vanilla Highlighter in Falling Star. So now that my face is fully on, I'm just gonna go ahead and plop this right on top. It smells so good. And you go in with a finger and it just adds another layer of that glossy, dewy finish. I've talked about this product before. I think it's so pretty and so necessary. The most beautiful glossy finish to the skin. So healthy and fresh. If you're on the market for a cream highlighter that just makes your skin look beautiful, this is it. Vanilla highlighter and Falling Star is everything. So don't sleep on this product, please. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Really, truly gorgeous products that I really can't recommend highly enough. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, follow my Instagram, Comme de Carson, and Non-Toxic Glow. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye!